World of Olo Malan fan fiction, the advent of football, the novel slash movie. Okay. Now it's basically about Grazadan, the Doomsayer, as if you follow the plot, and his judgment with as a Doomsayer with his Doomsayer committee of feeling that Olo Malan has sunk into sort of sunk into, it seems to be probably the Olo Malan way of life somewhat. They're a little bit sluggardly and slovenly at times. A lot of barbarian fighting goes on in Olo Malan, and these Olo Malan people are sort of, I suppose, are humans, I guess. And there's sluggardliness and slovenliness which goes on in them somewhat because they're a bawdy, ribald sort of a race full of mockery and sarcasm. There's a lot of that which goes on for Hugh's writings, of course, and that's what Olo Malan is like, And so I have a feeling that can be sometimes a little bit lazy, and there's a lot of probably fat, rich merchants in Olo Malan. The warriors are fit enough, but there's a lot of fat, rich merchants, I think, somewhat, and they need a health and fitness mentality. And the Doomsayers are connected throughout the universes and the connecting universes and things as a system of a judgment of the creative forces. And they know an Earth culture as well. And the football, soccer idea has been borrowed to introduce into Olo Malan to stimulate health and fitness. So that's the core idea which motivates the Doomsayers in Olo Malan, the main vehicle to propel the plot forward. Now it goes through Comedo Vendar and his court, and neighbouring courts, and establishes the Ladies in Waiting Football League, where there is football matches take place, and the ladies take it seriously. The women take to it in Penvash. And there's also gambling and some drunkenness which goes on at the football matches. And ultimately, later on in the plot, Grazadan becomes aware of this and takes action. There's adventures between the ladies in waiting, of course, and the Watchtower League from Parangash and around that region in southern Tamarin, who meet on the Pool of Radiance and that section. So it's got a storyline, and there's supposed to be developed characters from the ideas of the six main plot stories, and developed into an overall novel which runs through the basic plot of the plot stories as it comes along, and there would naturally be further elements added into the overall plot slash movie, but that's the core idea you can see of where it's going, and ultimately it starts with Grazadan and goes into what Grazadan's introduced, and it finishes with Grazadan confronting Comedo again, making his assessments and taking some action to make what he feels are the corrections necessary with the ladies' league at the time to sort of ideally achieve the results of health and fitness that he's wanting to introduce into Argon.